This is Cash, founder of MOGNation. Welcome to the May episode of MOGTalk. This is May of 2015. Thanks for joining us today. On today's episode, we're going to cover guild updates, some latest podcast highlights, WildStar and Wildcast spotlight, upcoming member birthdays, member life events, our MOGNation poker tournament. So let's get started. Over the past few weeks in podcast news, our podcast, The Overwatch Initiative, Jazzy, Greats, Martz, and JB discussed the latest news for Blizzard's Overwatch game, including the Hero Pack discussion, trademark problems, and footage from the PAX East show floor. The Smite Disciples podcast for the game Smite. This month on the episode, Jeff Hindler returns, and the crew talks about the Smite World Championships, and Cloud9 and some Smite esports. On the Face Check podcast, our League of Legends podcast, they cover the Chroma system and the League of Legends Championship Series. In the past couple of weeks, the Level Up PC Game Morning Show has covered several topics, including games like Mortal Kombat, Hearthstone, City Skylines, and we nearly died laughing watching Sonny Ravencourt poop his pants in Five Nights at Freddy's and Outlast. We also watched him play the most Caucasian version of Grand Theft Auto 5 ever seen. He stopped for red lights. He offered to exchange insurance information with all the victims of minor fender benders. On episode 39, Lums has a special guest from Team Nerd. He's on the podcast to chat about WildStar's free-to-play rumors and Lumberjack 2016. Yes, it's a thing. In the latest episodes of The Old Republic Radio, our Star Wars The Old Republic podcast, the crew of Neptune, Alex, and Ricard discuss 3.1.2 patch notes, the movement of Warzone commendations from one character to another, Neptune's favorite topic, the state of Sentinels and Marauders, and they also have a visit from SWOTOR theory crafter Oofalong as he covers min-maxing for dummies in the SWOTOR 101 segment. On our podcast, Wildcast, for the game WildStar, the latest in WildStar news is covered by the crew of Wildcast as they celebrate host Avid Guru's birthday. Happy birthday, Avid. With guests from STOS and the Black Dagger Society, they cover news surrounding Drop 5 and Fayfest 2. In episode 62, they talk about the laser tag minigame, the discovery of Nexus, and the overall state of the game. Catch all of our MOGNation podcasts at mognation.com. Speaking of Wildcast, because I'm so awesome and completely forgot to update any information about our Wildcast podcast in April's episode, the podcast in which I was originally a host, here is our very own Avid Guru with a segment on the show and the comeback of WildStar. Avid?
Hey everybody, this is Avid Guru in all my bearded glory. I'm out here to talk to you and talk about Wildcast. And I was trying to beat the rain, but that's not happening. Welcome to Washington State. So we're going to walk towards the barn. So, Wildcast is MOGNation's WildStar podcast. Now, as many of you know, WildStar had kind of a rocky start. Started off really well, a lot of people in the game, boy, that's a lot of rain. A lot of MOGNation members in the game, and then a couple months into the game, the population really plummeted. But the game is on a rebound, and the population has stabilized and is slowly coming back up. There's a lot of people, a lot of personalities coming back to the game, and it's a really good time to be in. We're looking at Drop 5 of the game, which has some great upgrades to the game in it, more housing stuff, some more PvP balancing, and all that sort of thing. So, Wildcast has been going on for well over a year. Actually, I think we're going to hit 2 years coming up later in 2015, and we've gone through lots of personnel changes, but it's been quite a blast. I've never podcasted before, and this was a really, really cool thing to take on, and it's become a cool part of life. This is Amato, by the way. Hi, Amato. Hi. Yeah. This is my wife's epic mount, And somewhere back there in the doorway, there you go. Oh, no, wait. There we go. You can just see him. That's Lazaro. That's the girls' mount. I do have a wife and 2 daughters who I've introduced to gaming. They enjoy WildStar and some other games. The girls like playing Portal 2 together. And with me, we set up 2 computers downstairs and have 2 accounts for WildStar so they can play together or play with one of us. And that's a lot of fun too. Okay, so now we're upstairs in the barn. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I am a mechanical engineer, although that's my second career. The first career I had was actually down in Los Angeles, not too far from Cache, where I was in the film and video industry. I was in editing, and then I moved up to the Portland area to be with the girl who became my wife, and worked here for a little while teaching editing, then had a complete career change, and now I am a mechanical engineer. I do product design. I'm very fortunate and blessed. I get to work out of my house a lot of the time, and we also are homeschooling our 2 girls, so a lot of times the family is just home together, and it's a really, really good thing. As far as my gaming background goes, I started a long time ago. I cried when our Atari 2600 was taken from the house in a house robbery. And then strangely enough, the same thing happened with the Apple IIe, which I played games on. To which Sarastro has told me, maybe you should invest in locks. Can't argue with that. But I've been playing games for a long time. I love adventure games and puzzle games and RPGs. I like playing poker. I like tabletop a lot. I like card games, collectible card games and regular card games, and whatever. Gaming is definitely my thing in a lot of different flavors. I'm also fortunate that a few folks from college are in my local area, and we can get together and game on a semi-regular basis. We all have families, and so that makes schedules a little more complicated, but it's nice to get together and just throw down and have a whole day or a whole evening of nonstop gaming fun. And that's part of what MOGNation has been for me, is a virtual world where there are friends there are people there that I can always jump on and play with and smack talk to and all that sort of good stuff. And MOGNation has just been a real blessing to me, and I can't see that ever changing. I'm planning on, sitting in my basement wearing my VR helmet and yelling at Sunny while we chase each other in X-Wings or something when we're 60 and 70 years old. So MOGNation had its own guild when WildStar launched, and then as population dwindled, we merged with Old Timers Guild, who were great folks to play with, and that was so the folks in MOGNation who were interested in raiding could get into raiding, because the raid size in WildStar is 20 people, so it took a while to make that happen. And they started raiding, and then as things progressed, then folks from Old Timers Guild and from MOGNation then moved into Final Frontier, which is where people are currently raiding right now and having a good time. Behalter is very active in that scene. Myself, I'm a more casual player. I tend to play for shorter bits. I'm pretty busy with the family and the job and everything, but there's so much fun stuff to do in that game, and the recent improvements have been really good for people like me, for the casual player. That's something you'll hear us talk about on Wildcast. WildStar's also really developed a good community, and there's a lot of very active and dedicated community members. We're good friends with the folks at another podcast called Strange Tales from Outer Space, and we do things with them. They come on our podcast, we go on theirs. That happens pretty frequently. There's a lot of people that are really into housing and the costumes and all that sort of stuff. So it's a nice community to get involved with. One thing though is if you're coming back to WildStar, make sure you roll on the PvE server, which is Entity for the North American servers, because that's where all the action is. The PvP server is still there, but it's kind of dead, so I wouldn't recommend that. And hi, you really want some attention there. We'll get the horses back in the shot here. He's bored, so he's going to play with stuff. Anyways, but yeah, that is that's where my finances go, and that's a lot of my life is supporting the girls and my wife as they do their riding and such. But it's a good thing. I was originally more of a suburban boy, and now we're out here in the country, but I like it. But here, I'll show you a little bit of my life in here. Okay, excuse me, we're gonna come here. Okay, back up, back, good boy. Good boy. See if we can find some. See if we can find some. Oh, you guys. Nope. Oh, wait, I see some. Hang on. Well, here it is, folks. This is what a lot of my life entails. I'm not saying that my life is horse poop. I really like my life. I like where things are at, but I deal with a lot of horse poop. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to sign off. These guys have been really good, so we're going to give them some treats here. You want that? Yes. There you go. Lazaro, would you like one? Yeah, come here. There you go. Good boy. Well, it's been great talking to you. I hope to see you on Nexus. I hope you listen to our podcast and all the other great podcasts that Mog Nation does. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll see you next time. And here you go. We just finished recording all that stuff, and the sun came out. Welcome to Washington State.
Thank you, Avid. Epic beard, by the way. Let's move on to some guild news. Our Star Wars The Old Republic guild, the Old Republic Dads, has been playing quite the jokes on their members. On April Fool's, April 1st, they played a joke where Kennedy had staged a coup to wrestle control of the guild from Neptune. I'm sure that was quite popular. While most of their members were aware of the joke, there were some who were quite fooled for a short time. They would also like to give a shout out to the operations team, the Misguided Misfits, for their full clear of the current story mode content, Ravagers and the Temple of Sacrifice. The Nightmare Force operations group continues their quest for mounts, decorations, and titles, clearing older content in the most difficult setting. Nice job, guys. Anyone wishing to return to Star Wars The Old Republic who was once an ORD member, simply log in and request to be re-guilded in OrdChat. I myself have jumped back into Star Wars The Old Republic to check it out. I wanted to see some of the new changes and the new content, and I can say I'm very pleasantly surprised with the updates, so hop in and give it a shot. In Star Citizen news, Star Citizen has been testing out the first-person shooter module called Star Marine, where players can shoot it out on foot as well as floating through gravity-lacking areas. If you enjoy FPS games, hop into Star Citizen and give the new FPS module a try. The newest patch, version 1.1.1, gives a sneak peek into the realm of multi-crew ships. The two-seater fighters like the Super Hornet, the Cutlass, and the Gladiator can now have the second seat turret manned by another person. This is starting to get into what Star Citizen is going to be about. Speaking of the Gladiator, it is now flight ready. If you own one, check out its combat capabilities inside the Arena Commander module. 2015 is shaping up to be a great year for Star Citizen. Here's hoping to the launch. If you're interested in Star Citizen, join the group's SC Nights starting at 7 p.m. PST and hop into Mumble and play some of the epic upcoming space MMO. In Guild Wars 2 news, the Minions of Grenth has begun to see growth in the guild with not only new memberships, but also old players that are starting to join back in on new missions to check the game out. This has done wonders for morale in the guild and has members getting more involved each day. The newest news is still the expansion of Heart of Thorns, and that is coming soon. If you've not checked out the trailer for this, give it a shot. It actually made me want to reinstall the game. The game is looking very good, very solid, and still has very good numbers of followers. There were a couple players that got to see the new World v World content, and on Tuesday, April 14th, the newest PvP arena map was open for beta test for everyone. All of the members of Grenth got to try the new content, and the new map has a newer design, better strategy that includes a must-kill of the Lord in order for the match to end. If anyone would like to reach out to find more out about the Minions of Grinth and our Guild Wars 2 chapter, all you need to do is contact Gallios, Winters, Gord, Cywedge, or Pokelon. For more information, they can be found on the Jade Quarry forums. The Knights of Arcadia, Mog Nation's World of Warcraft guild, is starting to see some slowdown in population on their server and within the guild. Members have been dropping in numbers in the evenings as people begin to finish off this patch's content additions. Fulbert is looking for more people with an interest in raiding, and Wutan and Dejana need more for Sunday night PvP. If you're looking to get back into the World of Warcraft, join the group on the Dark Iron server and hit them up in the forums. According to Cien, aka Oogie, the guild leader of the Soulfire Legacy, our EQ landmark guild, lots and lots of content for the upcoming MMO by Daybreak Studios, formerly Sony Online Entertainment. EverQuest Next is in development in conjunction with EverQuest Landmark, and these folks have been building like crazy. According to Zapernoth, April 29th was the official wipe of all player claims in EQ Landmark, which means that open beta is right around the corner for the game, including a closed beta of the EQ Next MMO. Although Daybreak Studios has assured their fanbase that everything is moving along as intended, Daybreak has almost completely removed their customer service in both EQ1 and EQ2. Yeesh. Oogie also stated that a widespread change is supposed to be implemented with the upcoming wipe to Landmark, including a new system for gathering and crafting and other features. Although still in the building block phase, these systems are all incredibly important to the development of EQ Next. The Soulfire Legacy Guild has also been very busy with competition builds for 3 of the races in the game, and they are glorious. If some of you may recall, some of their creations were showcased on our live stream at our event at the first of the year. It does look like the templates players have created will be saved so that all of their tedious work isn't all for naught. All in all, a fantastic effort from our moggers in Noreth. Thank goodness somebody is keeping an eye on our interests in EQN, because I couldn't even build a fireplace in that game without trying to pull out my eyebrows. It involves math. Zapernoth was also involved in the Landmark Kinos contest, where he entered an absolutely stunning build of a Kinos Merchant Quarter Bookshop. I'm very proud to announce that Zapernoth was announced as one of the winners in the Kinos contest, and his fantastic work can be seen on the Landmark Facebook page. Congratulations, Zapernoth. Now for some general Mog Nation announcements. Streaming. If you're interested in joining our stream team, please contact us via PM on the forums. Be sure to tune in to Sunny's Diner at twitch.tv/Sunny's Diner to watch Sunny play the most Caucasian version of GTA 5 ever. I know I've said it twice. Check it out. It's epic. It is to be rivaled by none. Especially the part where he passes by a fire station and proceeds to steal a fire engine and run over one of our nation's heroes. Members, if you would like one of your Twitch streams featured, all you have to do is send us a message. At Mog Nation, we are all about showcasing our members, and that means we want to see your content. Let us know. Mog Nation has been all over the map with gaming lately. As a matter of fact, we're considering changing the name from Mog Nation to the ADD Gamers, considering how many games we hop. We've been playing titles like City Skylines, Elder Scrolls Online, 7 Days to Die, Firefall, GTA 5, and many more. We can blame Steam for that. The Mog Nation Poker Tour returned last month, with Sarastro resurrecting the very popular event. We had a great turnout, some outstanding gameplay. I myself was eliminated quite early. We had commentary from Sarastro himself and Sonny Ravencourt as the tournament was broadcasted live on Twitch. In the end, the victor was the Thunder from Down Under, our very own Velkar, who readily earned his green sweatshirt stating Mog Nation Poker Tour. Very cool hoodie. Well played, Velk. Keep your eyes out for the next tournament. They're a lot of fun, and we hope to have one here soon. I wanted to bring you all a very special message in regards to Extra Life. Many of you already know what Extra Life is, some of you may not. Mog Nation is on a push to play a more definitive role in our chosen charity. Extra Life is a charity formed by gamers to benefit children's hospitals across the US and Canada. As part of the Children's Miracle Network, Extra Life fundraises all year long and hosts a 24-hour gaming marathon each year. This year it's on November the 7th. The proceeds go to each gamer's local children's hospital. Last year, the Mog Nation helped to raise over $6 million for the kids. Many of our members participated in the event, and many members have taken the next step to become more involved at the local level in their local cities. They're doing things like organizing events, spreading the word about Extra Life, and even running local guild chapters. We currently have members involved in Extra Life guild chapters in Orange County and San Diego, California, and now in Phoenix, Arizona. Mog Nation's 2015 Extra Life team is now open. This year, the event will take place on Saturday, November 7th. Please join our roster by going to extra-life.org and searching Mog Nation. That's a bad kitty. Kitty wants in the shot. Kitty's going to get in the shot. If you want more information on Extra Life or how you can get involved in your town, PM myself, Corewolf, or Metalis on the forums and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. Do it for the kids. Not the cats, the kids. Birthdays! In the month of May, happy birthday to Redhead, Johnny Muck, Norberanon, Yakatus, Waika, and Venshuko. Happy birthday, all. Thank you for joining us on the May episode of MOGTalk. If you have any topics you'd like to cover, send a PM to Banish or I. We want our members to contribute to MOGTalk as much as they want to. We want to showcase your content. Just get a hold of us. On a side note, I'm going to continue to browbeat our co-founder, Jinx, until he decides to climb out of his new baby dungeon and contribute to our show. So today's question to ponder, could Jinx really be Jake from State Farm? I think he might just be. In all seriousness, take care of that little one, Jinx. We hope to see you back here soon. Thanks for joining us on the May episode of MOGTalk. We'll see you all next month. Hello, this is Cash. Welcome to the May episode of MOGTalk. My shirt is very small.
Hi, I'm Cash.